Welcome back. I'm back here with Grace again, and she will be teaching me a thing or two about baking, because if there's one thing that I'm terrible at, that is desserts. So today, what are we making?
Cinnamon rolls.
So let's begin.
So now we're going to make our yeast mixture. So we've got a 1/4 cup of sugar and then a tablespoon of yeast into a cup of warm milk, and then mix it with a fork. Now set it aside. We've got the stand mixer with the paddle attachment, 344 grams of plain flour, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, and the yeast mixture.
So I heard from your mum that you're the cook of the house.
Yeah.
So what do you like to cook on a Monday night?
I like to cook pastas just because it's simple and it usually always tastes good.
Your mum's a lucky girl.
So put it on medium-low speed for about 10 to 15 minutes. If your dough is sticky, add a 1/4 cup of flour into the dough at a time. For the final 10 minutes of kneading, switch to the dough attachment. Check if the dough is sticky, and when it's not, then it's ready. So now just brush the sides of the bowl with about a tablespoon of butter.
Just like this?
Yep.
When you're making dinner, do you follow many recipes or do you just remember all of these?
I follow some recipes, and then sometimes I'll see a few different variations of a meal, and then I'll just make my own based off of what I've seen.
Look, at 13 years old, that's very impressive.
Okay, so now I gotta mold this into a ball shape and then put it in the bowl. Now we cover it and let it rest for an hour. Before you start rolling your dough, prepare your dish by putting butter around all the edges. And just spread it like we did before in the bowl.
Is this to stop it from sticking?
Yeah, and it caramelizes the bottom a bit. Now set this aside. Now we'll make our brown sugar and cinnamon mix. We'll start with 5 tablespoons of melted butter and 6 tablespoons of brown sugar.
6?
Yes. And now just 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. If your butter isn't soft enough, just put the bowl in the microwave for 10 seconds. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's done. Before you put your dough out, dust the surface with a bit of flour. Punch the air out and transfer it onto your floured surface. Give it a little knead so that all the butter can incorporate with the dough, and then start rolling.
This is a lot like my burger video.
Yeah, it is. It's like, these are actually really similar. No wonder the burgers tasted so good.
For those of you who don't know, Grace attempted my burger. You'll see some photos up on the video here. She did an excellent job for a 13-year-old.
So you just want to roll it out into a rectangle shape. Mum says that I'm good at kneading dough because some of my great aunties used to own a bakery.
Oh yeah?
So she's like, it's in your blood, Grace. Now add a dollop of the mixture onto each corner. Evenly spread it throughout the dough, leaving a little bit of space on one of the sides. When it bakes, some of the butter and brown sugar will come out and caramelize the bottom, and then the butter in the tray as well. Now we are going to roll from the side with more filling.
More filling?
Yeah, because there's a gap there.
Oh, okay.
Now get a piece of jewellery cord. You can use floss, but sometimes it might leave a bit of an aftertaste. And just cut the pieces. I usually get rid of the bums because they don't have a lot of filling.
I
I
never knew that.
Yeah, or you can put them in a mug and microwave them for like a minute.
That's a very handy advice to give. Yeah. I've always thought people just cut them with a knife.
You can, but it squishes them. Now cover them and let them sit for 30 minutes. Now after 30 minutes of resting, I'm going to put them into an oven that has been preheated to 180 degrees fan force until they look golden brown. I'm adding about 2 cups of icing sugar and about half a cup of water. Whisk until fully combined. Once it looks like this, set it aside until your cinnamon rolls are ready. My cinnamon rolls are now ready. They've taken about 15 minutes. Now we'll let them cool and then we'll ice them. Now that the rolls have cooled down a little bit, we're going to glaze them. I use 1 tablespoon per cinnamon roll. And these are my cinnamon rolls. Time for the taste test.
Cheers.
Cheers.